I'm ready. Are we going?
There we are.
What is up, fanboys and fangirls? Welcome back to another episode of What the Fanboy. My name is Luke, and this lovely person beside me is Mr. Tyler. You are lovely.
I'm lovely.
You are
Man,
lovely.
I wear khakis one night and I get called lovely.
Well, you should wear khakis more.
I don't know.
That is true. You should absolutely wear khakis more.
I don't think so.
Oh,
That's okay though.
we tried.
To the right, as always, the beautiful Brett Eitzen.
Hey guys,
You're
Hey,
always beautiful.
it's,
You
thank
always
you.
get that comment.
I appreciate it.
So good for you.
Oops, that's not what I wanted to. That's not what I wanted to do.
He's over here watching YouTube videos while we're trying to record a podcast.
You know me, guys.
What else is new?
I know.
He's on all the
He's-
other
he's the
YouTube shows
irresponsible
trying
one.
to steal information and
Come up with your own content, Brett.
My bad. I'm just trying to get the chat up. See, Angel's already here.
Whoa.
is
What's up,
my
Angel?
he's
guy.
on top of it. I'm tangled in my cords like every other week.
Angel, is it like 3:30 in the morning there right now?
I'm
4 a.m.?
So sorry.
You're a crazy person, but we love you.
Hey, so another week. Tyler, it's been 2 weeks.
It has been 2 weeks.
How you
Welcome
doing?
back.
I'm much better. I'm not sick anymore. I'm not trying to inhale the microphone through my nose, so I felt comfortable coming.
That's awesome. Why don't you? Yeah, he said. Angel says 3 a.m.
Oh, man, good. We're really glad you're here, but don't forget to sleep, man.
Yeah, sleep at some point. Whenever.
Don't forget to sleep.
Tyler, tell us about your week or your 2 weeks.
I'll be very quick.
Catch us up.
I really didn't do a whole lot the first week because I was sick. Like I literally just laid on the couch all weekend. I watched a lot of football. That's about it for the sick weekend. So this past weekend, I read the first part. There's two of them. The Batman vs. Ninja Turtles comic event. I read the first one. I've started the second one. The first part is a booyah. I have the movie that goes with it. I haven't watched the movie yet, but I watched the trailer again this weekend. I was like, I wonder if they follow it to a T. Essentially, they do. They add some characters, but for the most part, it's straight across.
Nice.
So I'm looking forward to watching that. I played Call of Duty. It was double XP. Played a ton. It was awesome. Played some Apex. Played the Grand Soiree event with you. We did the duos mode, which was the Gold Rush duos, I think. It was a ton of fun. I really like that game, and I'm always reminded when I go back to it from some time off how good it really is.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to playing some more of this event. Kind of disappointed the third person's not as good as I think you and I had both hoped it would be.
Yeah, I was third person was one of the ones that I was least excited about. So it doesn't surprise me that I didn't enjoy it quite as much. That said, it was only 2 days, and now we're on to something new. I don't know what 10 days is.
I don't
Shrieking Circle, maybe?
Oh yeah, Circle Never Stops or
Yeah.
whatever it's called. I watched JoJo Rabbit.
Yeah.
I will save my thoughts for when we dive into that a little bit more.
Sounds good.
I got Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I'll talk about that
Ooh.
next week when I've spent some more time with it. At this point, I've spent probably 5 to 6 hours with it. It's pretty fun.
Nice.
I beat Pokemon Shield last weekend. So I guess that's one thing I did while I was sick.
There you go.
I watched the first episode of Pokemon Twilight Wings, which is a YouTube series. I didn't even know they did these things. I was just kind of surfing YouTube and it popped up, so I watched it.
Nice.
It was good. And that's pretty much it. I really didn't do a whole lot.
But you did do a lot.
You
Just
did.
not all of those things. A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All good. I'll do mine real quick. I think Luke's got some fun impressions to talk through here in a second. I also saw JoJo Rabbit. Have a lot of thoughts about that. I saw Parasite.
Finally. Jeez.
I'm going to try to watch that this week.
I don't know
Oh
if we'll
my
ever do
gosh.
like a full review of that,
The movie's incredible.
but it's so good. And it's out now like on digital. So it'll be out in a couple weeks to like actually buy or rent. I highly recommend at least renting it to watch it.
Yeah.
It's so good. I did this after our show last week, but we've already had a video out about it. I finished episode. I finished The Witcher, so you can go see all of my thoughts on our.
I did that too. I forgot.
Yeah.
Already out of my mind.
Yeah. The Witcher has kind of passed through our minds. And
Yeah.
we've forgotten about it. You can go see our. full
Not everybody
thoughts,
has.
Yeah. on our TV talk episode. So go check that out. We've had some good conversation about it, good discussion. That's what we want. We want these to fuel good discussion. And then finally, I binged all of Rick and Morty.
All of it?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm very much looking forward to season 4. It's out now, or part of it's out now, but like all of it to come to Hulu so I can watch it all.
Nice.
Did you ever finish Apollo 11?
Yeah. Oh shoot, yeah. And I watched Apollo 11. Super good. I don't give it no, like it's one of those, like it's a documentary without being a classic documentary. It's a narrative documentary, which is really, really cool in that it just tells you the story without any narration or any like overarching themes. It's literally just, let's show you how we got to the moon. And it's very, very good. It's my favorite documentary of last year. So
mine too, but it was also the only one I watched, I think. So
I'm more into the documentaries, aren't I?
I'm just into space. I love space. Are you done?
I'm done. That's
okay.
It.
First thing I did was I watched the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl, baby. Yeah. Chiefs Kingdom, baby. I can't wait. I'm already nervous for the Super Bowl. I don't really know how I'm going to be when I watch that because I've never gotten to watch my team in the Super Bowl.
I've always said if the Redskins ever make it, I won't watch it with anyone because I think I would be too emotional.
I don't think I'll be like you would. I think I'll be nervous, but when I get nervous and watch sports, I'm usually more reserved. And when I watch sports with other people, I don't emote as much.
That's why I want to watch it by myself.
So, yeah.
So I can do whatever I want. If I want to cry on the floor,
you can yell whatever you want.
Yep.
But no, the main thing that I did was I saw Cyberpunk get delayed, and I said, oh, I'm not going to be getting a game probably until summer or fall next year.
He's going to buy Animal Crossing.
No, I'm not. So I decided to finally cave, and I went and got Death Stranding. I've been really, really unsure about this game.
I think that's all of our thoughts on this pod.
It's so different, and it being Kojima, I wasn't sure if it'd be good or not.
Kojima has so much hype built around him.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter if the game's good or not. Like, he's just going to get that kind of attention.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad one of us is actually playing it to kind of
and
give us a better understanding.
I kind of wanted one of us to play it, and I felt like I was probably the person to be the best chance
at liking it.
Probably. Because Tyler hates cutscenes, and Brett doesn't have a PS4. So
I hate cutscenes that are majority of the game.
Thankfully, it's not that. There is a ton of cutscenes, more so in the beginning, but eventually it's just you're walking around America. But Death Stranding, I freaking love this game.
All right.
I love it so much. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I just spit on your computer.
Yeah, you did.
So, yeah, super nervous, but it starts off and I heard it had a really slow start. I disagree. I was so into it right away, just like with this super whack premise of this horrible event happening called the Death Stranding and all these people dying and exploding, and it's just like
what they don't tell you is it's a Kingsman sequel.
Yeah. The Death Stranding was caused by Taron Egerton reversing the function of a cell phone chip. Just go look up what the Death Stranding is and like what this world is if you haven't looked it up yet. It's wild. But this game is nothing really like I've ever played. Like I've played open world games before, but usually it's like a Skyrim.
Yeah.
Or a Fallout or something where it's go here, hunt these things, kill it, loot, upgrade. Where this is build roads and deliver mail. Yeah. That's it. I mean, there is more to it. I mean,
There's, like,
it
there's
goes into the
elements of
story.
stealth and
Yeah.
like there's gameplay,
Mm-hmm. But
and that's
there
all
there
pretty
is
captivating. It seems.
yeah,
Sounds
there
like.
is like action stuff oriented into it. It's just in this game, if you die, you explode.
Mm-hmm.
Like in this world, so you can't kill anybody.
Mm.
So when these people come after you, like you're using non-lethal methods to take people out. So like one of the main weapons you have is a rope that you use to like parry, and then you just got to punch them and knock them out.
Oh.
So like in this game, you have multiple types of grenades. You have a smoke grenade, a grenade that's built from your like sweat and stuff, I guess, and they get it from when you shower. There's one that comes from your urine when you urinate in the toilet in your little hotel room, one from your poop, and then one from your blood.
Okay.
So there's just kind of a little background about how weird this game really gets.
Sorry. Crazy.
All right, so I'll just kind of go into my pros and cons so we don't kind of dwell on this forever. First pro, this game is absolutely gorgeous. It is beautiful. Just the sweeping landscapes, and it's like either desolate and these gorgeous mountains behind it, or you're just in this really nice grass area. It's really peaceful. And then it starts raining and BT show up and gets nervous. But
do you have warning for like when it's going to rain? Is there like a
I
weather
do
alert?
So I do now.
Nice.
I'm probably 20 into the 20-30 hour range, and I just hit a point where I made it to a weather station.
Nice.
So I have I can go to a
radar?
different map, and it shows me where the rain.
That's super
in the
cool.
game. It's rain and timefall because the rain can kill you.
Yeah, because if rain hits you, it ages you.
It ages you. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Just yeah, and so now I can kind of plan my routes around the weather. Whereas before, it's just like, well, it's raining now. But second pro, the absolute insanity of the premise of this game. There is so much going on. This is one of the craziest worlds I've ever seen somebody create. It's like there's the timefall, which is the rain, which can kill you and age you up. A lot of times there's BTs in there, these beach things that are from this plane in between the dead and the living. And these are the things that cause the Death Stranding, and they're hunting you. And you got to avoid them, and you can throw blood grenades at them to kill them now. And I fought a giant octopus or kraken or something by throwing my blood grenades at it. It's just absolutely wild.
That's logical.
And like
that's how you
yeah,
obviously
they're
defeat
huge.
a demon.
So,
kraken.
and I wish I could kind of explain everything a little bit more, but I don't want this episode to go on too long. Just, man, Kojima really just, I feel like every insane, drugged out thought he might have had, he put it into this one, and then somehow it just works, and I love it.
That's awesome.
Next pro, this game is different. It's not built around slaying a bear in a cave or something. We're trying to reconnect America by building these roads and kind of reestablishing a type of government-ish type thing.
Would you say there's a metaphor there?
I think there is there, but if you can throw the metaphor totally out, and it's still just
works.
a really cool idea.
Yeah.
Another pro is the tone. It's either it's either one of two. They're just kind of hanging out, and you're walking or running, sprinting through this wilderness, and it's just nice. I feel really good, like just enjoying myself. There's really good music, or it's very nerve-wracking because there's timefall and there's BTs, and you can't see them without your little baby called a BB. It's an acronym, actually. Bridge Baby is what it stands for. So
that's so weird.
So you'll have to like walk really slow, and you have this radar thing that like spins and beeps, and you're getting really close to them, and you're not really ready for it. All of a sudden, it starts beeping so fast, you're just like, and you hold R1 and you hold your breath, so like you don't make any noise.
Yeah.
And then once you stay still, like just there's this big shadowy monster in front of you, and just like I'm gonna back up as slow as I can, and then like you make too much noise and they start chasing you, but you can't see them. But like these handprints that like explode start coming at you really slow, and you're just like, oh my gosh. You're like trying to move slow but fast and quiet. It's really exciting.
Cool.
Next Pro, multiplayer. Scamless multiplayer, but not classic multiplayer. There's other characters like yourself in the game, and you can like help each other by leaving a ladder here to climb.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else in your lobby, I guess, can use that ladder, and you can like each other's stuff, and you get points for it, and it ups your mailman grade, your porter grade. But then also like you can all fund a bank area with materials and build a road that you can drive on, so you can get places more quick and more safe. And that's just a really cool aspect that I've never really seen in a game before. I don't have any cons yet.
Wow. Nice.
I seriously love this game. I'm so glad I got it. Depending on how the rest of it goes, it could be in contention for my game of the year for 2019 and beat out Control. It's unheard of. I never would have guessed it. Quick things, the user interface I think is really slick. It looks really cool. And like the sounds throughout it just sound really cool. The sound design of this game is next level. It's awesome. And then I kind of mentioned it earlier, but the soundtrack, just great. If you have a PS4 and you haven't checked this game out yet, I think you should give it a chance. I don't really want to give it a rating yet, but if I had to, I'd probably sit on Fanboy worthy. Because some people will hate this game.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, I think at some point I'll play it. I think
I'll let you borrow it.
Because I think what'll happen is, don't let me borrow it until I beat Fallen Order, though. I think what'll happen is the curiosity of the world that's created. Because the world behind it sounds really interesting to me. The gameplay itself doesn't sound interesting, but the world itself does. So I think that's where I'll probably...
Yeah, it's weird because like I was kind of thinking that way too. It's like, all you do is walk around. It's a walking simulator. And to an extent, it kind of is. But I mean, the controls work really good. It's not complicated.
Is it funny?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just, whoa, especially like, because if you carry more stuff, it ups the amount of grade you can get. And sometimes you're stacked so high and it looks so bad, like on your weird backpack. And you're like, this is impossible with what I'm carrying. And you're like walking down a mountain, going, like, it's fantastic. But like the gameplay, it's subtly amazing.
Yeah.
Is how I would describe it.
Nice. Cool. Well, sounds good. I'd like to, at some point, check it out.
You'll have to come over and watch me play it someday.
I plan on going over there and watching them play
Yeah.
it, just to see if it's something I could get into.
We'll make it work, because it sounds like that weird kind of thing that
Yeah.
I might just be into. Who knows?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, the world itself sounds so intriguing to me.
Before we go on to our next thing, which is a review of a movie we all saw.
Oh yeah, I did see JoJo Rabbit too.
I want to thank everyone for checking out this episode of the What the Fanboy podcast. If you would like to be so inclined, take a minute to subscribe wherever you get the podcast or over on our YouTube channel. It's great.
Not a fan
It
of my
helps.
woe. Do kids still woe?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know what that is. But I'm the old guy, so.
As long as you know it.
JoJo Rabbit. Guys,
This movie sucks.
this movie snuck by us in November when it came out, December? I don't remember.
Yeah, I was mad.
It was like out for like
A
2
week or
weeks
two,
where
yeah.
where we're at, and it was only in the theater very far away. With
it was
really
just a
limited
busy
show
time.
times. And then it got all these awards. I heard good things about it. But then it got all these award nominations, and I'm like, okay, now I really want to check it out. So it came back out in theaters this weekend.
Because of the buzz.
Because of the buzz. And we all went and saw it, not together. I think you two saw it together.
We did.
I was the lone one. What did we think?
I
Impressions.
loved it.
I wrote on my notes, I want to give it a booyah, but I can't.
I want to give it a booyah, and I will.
I want to give it a booyah, and I will. All right, before we get into ratings, we've just spoiled our ratings section. What do we like?
I loved
all of it.
I have everything.
Yeah, I mean, there's not. I don't think there's anything in this movie I don't like.
I loved that it was a satire. I feel like it's been a long time since I've seen
A
good
one.
satire.
A good one.
This is a really, really good satire. And I think part of that's,
I feel like a lot of it for me just comes from the fact that it's a Taika Waititi movie, so he has a great tone. He understands that tone super well. But then just his performance as Adolf Hitler, if it's anybody else, I don't think it works.
Yeah.
But because of him, it just hits the nail right on the head. And it's so funny, but the emotional bits also hit really well.
They work so well, and they're set up well.
I was not prepared for the emotion in this movie. I thought this is a straight like satirical comedy, and that's what I was expecting. And then like halfway through the movie, it's just like, this is a really good emotional movie.
Yeah.
And then 3/4 of the way or 2/3 of the way, and you're like,
when you're wiping the tears from under your eyes, you're like, oh man,
I was not prepared for this.
Yeah.
I felt like it was marketed as like kids at Nazi summer camp.
Yeah. And that's like the first
maybe 10 minutes. Yeah. I was gonna say that's not that at all, which is awesome.
I agree. Can we talk about performances?
Yeah, they're all really good.
Because
they're all great.
Who has the worst performance in this movie? Because they're all good. No, don't answer that. But
I don't know. Maybe if I were to say like someone else could have done that, maybe Rebel Wilson.
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah.
She's got just one-liners.
Yeah.
And that's not a diss against her. I'm just, that character is written very generically.
Yeah.
It's not written for her. Whereas I feel like so many of these other actors really embody the roles. Sam Rockwell. What do you know? I was talking about him 2 weeks ago, and here I am again giving him praise.
Oh my gosh, he's
like,
so good in this.
Him and Alfie Allen
they were great together.
They're
awesome.
so good together.
I think there's one scene in particular that I got more emotional during than I thought I would, and it was with ScarJo. And holy cow, it's good. I won't spoil it, but it has to do with a fireplace.
Yeah.
That scene to me was like super powerful. I was like, oh man, this is the clip they show when you win your Oscar.
Yeah.
Like, it's incredible.
Yeah, I agree. I might have changed my mind on ScarJo, just not her voice.
Yeah, she's stacking up some performances. Right now.
Yeah. I think it's been clear that she's been pretty typecast in the last 5
to 7 years.
And now that she's breaking out of that, like, okay, like,
now that Marvel money's out.
Yeah. I don't have to make money anymore.
Now she can have
just
some
do
fun.
these little fun movies. Like that's
now it's time to get some trophies.
That's when my favorite performances of actors happen.
After
Robert Pattinson was done with freaking Twilight,
he went and kind of remade himself.
Yeah. But then we have our lead. We can talk about Roman Griffin Davis as JoJo. I think he nailed it.
Yeah,
he's so good.
He's really good.
It just kind of, for me, it adds fuel to the fire that they need. One of the Oscar categories they need to add at the Oscars, that was poorly said, is Young Performer Award. Because like we had Noah Jupe this year too.
Yeah.
Both so good.
Jeez.
And I'm not as big as role, but the girl in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood who talks to Leo. Like one scene. Man, she's good in that.
Yeah,
scene.
she's great.
Like
steals the scene.
Yeah, I think like JoJo's character, A, he's well written, and B, he's well acted. But just to see like a really good character arc over the course of an hour and a half, is just, that's what I'm here for. I will eat that every day. Like,
did you just bleep out a cuss word? Without
like
bleeping
eat
it?
That meal, like it's just, that's what I want, right?
No, absolutely.
I enjoy my end game explosion CGI VFX fest, like that's dessert, and I love eating dessert. But like the meal of movies
good hearty
for
meal,
me is this like show me a character, show me how they grow, and like he did it for me in this one.
Mm-hmm.
This movie, I think, did it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just in general. I really like. I can't find a bad thing to say about it. And not that I'm looking for it. Like I'm not trying to poke holes in it, but like I really have no complaints.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This movie has, I think it has my favorite line of dialogue from a movie this
Did
year.
you find it so you could say it?
No, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to ruin it.
Oh, that's true.
But gosh, I just thought like, man, that's a badass line. Like, I'm digging that.
The one other actress I want to talk about is, and I'm gonna butcher her name.
Thomasin McKenzie.
Yeah, Thomasin McKenzie. I think she's
Fantastic.
Is she from New Zealand?
I don't know.
I don't know.
remember where she's
I
from.
thought she was incredible.
Yes,
was
she's a
incredible.
New Zealand
so
actress.
good.
She's the character who I didn't see coming. She's in the marketing, but so briefly that you don't really
notice it.
Mm-hmm.
And like, as soon as I realized how much screen time she was gonna get, I was like, okay, this could be the one thing that like everything so far has been fantastic.
Yeah, how
Like,
is she?
how was
be?
she?
Right.
But
Mhm.
she held her own and she
Oh, yeah.
delivered an
Mhm.
amazing performance as well.
Yep. The other kid,
Archie
Archie.
Yates as Yorkie.
So, oh my gosh, he was so funny. That kid's like comedic timing is already really just nailed down
Incredible.
when he's wearing the like paper clothes. Oh my gosh.
It's the newest from the best scientists.
It's paper.
Oh.
It's paper like.
Yeah.
You poor kid.
Is that paper? It's paper like.
So funny.
They're going to eat us and hump our dogs.
Oh.
I think the message of this movie is the backbone.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
We have all these incredible performances. We have great dialogue, great writing, great tone, but like that message of like how is hate instilled in people
Mhm.
and how can we defeat it is like super powerful to me. And I think super timely too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I liked how they did it, like in kind of two ways. Like obviously World War II,
Yeah.
but then also more personally with, shoot, I can't remember his name. JoJo. It's in the title. JoJo and his imaginary friend.
Yeah.
How he starts off one way and evolves with himself essentially.
Yes.
Right.
Through imaginary Adolf Hitler. I liked that. Man, Tyga killed me, man.
Tyga's great.
Tyga's
She
so
can't
funny.
hear you.
What are you doing?
There's so many like great moments where Taika just kind of like falls into the frame essentially. Like he just happens to be there and you're like, oh, did not expect him in this scene. And he's just so funny.
And
Oh,
everyone
man.
acts around him so well. Again,
Yeah.
like because JoJo's the only one who can see him.
Right.
Mhm.
Everyone else has got to ignore
That he's
This-
even there, yeah.
hilariousness that's happening. I don't know how anyone keeps it together.
I don't know
on
how you would
set.
do that.
Dude, some of those shots had to be like 20 cut scenes. They're just like, start over. Thanks, Taika. But he's the director. He can't be mad, right?
Yeah.
Nah. Oh,
No, I really can't think of enough good things to say about it.
yeah, we could sing this movie's praises all night. We
It
have
instantly jumps into my top 5 for the
a show
year.
to keep going.
Maybe top 3.
I loved the scene with Stephen Merchant
Yes.
and like all the Hail Heitlers and then
The Heil Hitlers.
the intensity and then also the comedy in it was so funny
Yeah.
and so well done.
It's such a good spell. Like it just works perfectly.
Yep.
Mhm. But yeah, I give it a booyah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a booyah too.
I didn't know if I could give it a booyah, but because you guys are, I'm going to.
Yeah.
I had fanboy worthy, but because I thought like maybe I don't know, it's 2020. People are really sensitive. It does have some stuff that could probably piss people off, but I mean, if you guys are doing it, I'm gonna do it too.
I think I could go with any movie though.
It's
To an
worthy of a
extent.
booyah.
Satires often are criticized of that. That said, I think this is an extremely
I've been
it's
seeing it a lot on Twitter. This movie
self-referential. Like,
being
it
criticized.
understands what it is
Have you guys?
It's not doing things it's not doing things to get attention, which I think a lot of satire does do. It's like, look what we can talk about because it's satire. I think because it's wrapped in that message of love trumps hate.
Yeah.
I think it works, and I don't know. I haven't heard the criticism, so
I've been seeing it. I haven't really been paying
think.
attention to it, but like I saw somebody talking about it was like, how can a movie like JoJo Rabbit, which makes jokes and doesn't take it seriously, be nominated for all these Oscars when a movie like A Hidden Life, which is serious and deals with real consequences and might be based on a true story, I'm not really sure, gets nothing. And it's just like, well,
do you know why? You want to know why?
Because nobody saw.
Because awards are bought.
That's very true.
That is why. Like, sorry, real talk. Fun fact.
They do have to put up a lot of money to make those award campaigns.
Get into it, yeah.
Yeah, it's not just like nomination. It's like when they send out screeners and where they put billboards and they take ads out. Like, the people who actually vote on awards are the people who live in LA. And so LA at this time of year is obnoxious because it's literally like every bus stop. It's like, vote for this. Every billboard is like, for your consideration. They'll send out free stuff with their screeners just to
we'll take some of those. We'll take some of those.
We'll take some.
And that's not like, again, that's not
absolutely
saying the quality of X film is good or bad.
Yeah.
Just because they have money to throw behind it. But it's
the reality.
Partially how it's made. So.
Yep.
Yeah. No, that's.
Yeah, I feel good giving it a booyah if you guys did.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm extremely comfortable getting booyah. I think this is a movie that anybody can enjoy.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Everyone should see it.
And anybody can get something out of it. So
at least I hope so.
Yep. Yeah, I hope you. If you, I guess you could.
If you watch this,
I guess you could take
nothing.
the wrong thing away from it, but I don't know how. You'd have to be a really big.
It's true. I guess you could, but
bleepity bleep bleep bleep. I'm censoring myself tonight.
Good job. You're doing great.
What should we go on the news?
Okay.
Unless you have any other thoughts on JoJo.
I'm buying it the minute it comes out.
That rabbit was super cute. At the beginning of the movie, it's super cute. And that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the tweet.
That's the rabbit.
What'd you get out of JoJo Rabbit? The rabbit was super cute. 10 out of 10.
Give it best picture.
I give it 10 out of 10 carrots. Boy.
Guys, trailers. There's one we have to talk about.
Bloodshot?
Was there a Bloodshot trailer?
Mm-hmm.
Was that today?
No, it was
last
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
How did I miss that?
I mean, it's pretty much the first one.
Oh,
so.
Okay. Well, then I didn't miss it.
It's a Vin Diesel movie. It could be good, but we'll see. It could.
I don't know about that.
How is your interest? Where's your interest at compared to seeing that trailer?
I freaking love the Bloodshot comic, so my interest was already there.
Still high.
Yeah.
It didn't lower your interest.
No.
Okay.
If I'm at the interest level of I'll go see this.
Okay.
I'll watch a dude get his face shot off and then it come back together.
I'm kind of at that level as well, where it's like, I'll go see it.
Okay.
Nothing else is coming
What
out
if the
that
Rotten
weekend,
Tomato
right?
score drops and it's like 85%? It won't be, but
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa,
What?
what do we have here?
The other one, starring Harry Potter. Oh, sorry, no, Daniel Craig. Not Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig. Daniel Radcliffe.
I would love to see Daniel Craig pop up in this movie.
I would love to see Daniel Craig play Harry Potter.
Oh my gosh.
That's all I'm going to think about now. Thanks. Daniel Craig as Harry Potter. You all right over there?
Okay, so in this reboot of Harry Potter that's inevitably going to come now,
Daniel Craig
as Harry Potter. Who do you cast as his child?
Emily Blunt?
Obviously. No, we got the Guns Akimbo trailer.
I think that's the longest running bit on our show is the Emily Blunt thing.
You're welcome.
Yes, Guns Akimbo. Sorry.
This movie looks bananas.
Yeah.
This is insane in the best
Yeah.
possible way.
I'm hoping this is that weird sleeper hit
Yeah.
that just pops up in 2020. This movie looks insane. Like, kind of like how Upgrade.
I was gonna
like you
that's-
watch a
okay,
trailer
that's
and you're
exactly
like,
what I thought of.
Yeah.
what the heck is this? But it's like Upgrade, but multiply that by like, I don't know, 100
Yeah.
and add a lot of neon.
Yeah.
So much.
But take away the eyebrows.
Yeah. No, that was the exact movie I thought of when I saw this. Is like, man, this could be like the Upgrade of this year.
Yeah.
It's like because it has that kind of feel to it, like
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
very, very personal story, but also kind of widespread in a weird way.
Yeah. And probably be hyper violent, so you'll love
And
it.
I love it.
Oh yeah.
But I'm excited to see Daniel
Craig,
Daniel Radcliffe in a
and
non-Harry Potter,
yeah, non-scary movie,
non-Oscar
non-British.
role, because he's kind of been in
What was that one movie he did where he was like a dead body?
Swiss Army Man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
that's what it's
Never
called.
saw it. Heard it was really good. But this movie, it just looks like Radcliffe is doing something different.
Looks like he's having fun.
I mean,
And
Yeah.
he's doing comedy, and so that makes me happy.
Yep.
Also, the meme of him with the guns and a bathrobe has been going around for like 3 years, and we finally know where it came from. Like that's the important part of this. We finally figured it out. We've
Mhm.
solved the mystery.
Yep. And then Samara Weaving from Ready or Not. We all
Yeah.
really like that movie.
Yeah.
She's
really good
in
in
this
that.
movie, so-
So exciting.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I just know I'm gonna laugh my butt off the whole time.
Mhm.
This is what I think Free Guy was trying to be.
I mean, we haven't seen Free Guy yet. It
No.
could still be.
I feel like I've seen Free Guy.
You sure?
Yeah, if,
I bet there's
if Ryan Reynolds is in it, I'm pretty sure I've seen it before.
So he's gonna turn into
It's going to be a Deadpool 5. There's Deadpool 1, and then there's
Deadpool 2.
whatever Ryan Reynolds did after that. Then there's Deadpool 2, which is actually Deadpool 3. Then there's whatever the next thing Ryan Reynolds
This
did.
is like Call of Duty number sequencing.
Mm,
Gets kind of messy.
yep. So I guess this is Deadpool reboot. Kind of like Modern Warfare, I guess. It's the same, but it's going to be different.
Gotcha. Yeah, that
Um,
works.
The other trailer that we got was, and we actually got a featurette too during the national championship. We got two things. Black Widow. Were you guys sitting still? Or
unchanged.
okay.
I'm still like, I guess I have to go see this movie.
There was one thing in the featurette I did really like. When her and Taskmaster both jump up and do the exact same thing. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, at
We
least
got-
they're going to do that right.
We got a little more Taskmaster. So
I don't care about him. I just thought it was like, good.
Did you
they're
guys
finally gonna
hear
do it
what
right.
everybody's been saying? Apparently, what's been happening today?
no.
There's a man.
The PIM particle thing?
I didn't hear that, but I heard that it might have Taskmaster might have something to do with Tony Stark.
Really?
So I've been seeing tons of memes of
Can we
Like-
go see this one just you and I so we can just be super pissed off? about
Yes.
it?
But I've been seeing like, I bet this person like looked at Tony Stark and he didn't get a smile back, so now he's trying to kill everybody.
Dude,
Marvel movie coming out in 2025.
I've heard he like Robert Downey Jr. is like, yeah, I could come back. Like what?
He said he could come back if it really makes sense. It was a lot longer quote, but
Is
he's
he
like,
going to be a
I'm
Force
not,
ghost?
probably not. But for the trailer, yeah, I think it looks fine. But there's one part in this trailer that I hated.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like lots of people were going, "Oh my gosh, look her to do this awesome stuff!" And it's Rachel Weisz's little scissor kick twirly whirly. I made a joke about it on
When
Twitter.
she does this thing after?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
some
dude,
of the
I
worst
hated it.
physical acting I've ever seen.
I hated it.
Like
I actually
you
said
clearly
something about it to
clearly
you.
see the stunt performer
Oh,
do the woo thing,
Yeah,
and then it's
That's what killed me. Is like the arm comes up so slow.
It's like-
what?
did nobody see that in dailies? Did nobody see how bad that was? I
It's-
was mind blown.
it's probably edited together better in the movie than in
I
the
hope
trailer
so.
because my guess is it's edited
Well,
It's the trailer house is editing it to
it's not
to
the
a-
performers.
to a beat or something like
It's
that.
not the swirly twirly switch to the thing. It's
Yeah.
slow. It's bad.
Hmm.
It's bad.
So I
Go watch the
actually
trailer
I
again and
rewinded
just watch
it
that.
and I was like, Dana, does this look bad to you? Because this looks horrid. And she's like, yeah, it looks really slow. So
And
I thought the same. I'm glad I'm not alone in that. Thank goodness.
I just didn't even care enough to pay that much attention, I guess.
Yeah, the only thing that got me even a little bit more excited was the Taskmaster like jumping up and having the
Mhm.
same exact movement as her. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Any other trailers?
Then he throws a shield, and I was like,
No, not for me.
All right.
oh no.
What did Tony do to you? He made Iron Man 2.
Luke, what's your first
That's Jon
news?
Favreau's
What's your
fault.
first piece of news?
Well, I'm just gonna do like 4 at once.
Okay.
Do it.
We got a
Do it.
lot of game delays
Oh, sad day.
Boo.
over this week. Marvel's Avengers got delayed again to September 4th, 2020.
Ugh.
Final Fantasy VII got delayed until April. That one might make a little more sense, I guess, because I don't know, but I don't care about that.
I
game.
still don't understand what that game's gonna be.
It's part 1 of
That's
it.
what I'm saying. I've heard it's part 1, but I've heard it's like a 40-hour part.
Let me resell you a game that you already own and cut it into 2 games.
Oh, maybe 3
So that
or
And
more.
sell it to you.
and sell it to you
2
3
times.
times.
Gosh.
Cyberpunk 2077 is gonna get delayed till September 17th, 2020.
This bums me out.
But I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
This one bums me out more because of timing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I know there's going to be 3 other games this fall that I'm going to want to play.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I was hoping to have the summer to just
To
sink my
really-
teeth into this.
Yeah, because this is gonna be a 60 to 80
quality,
hour.
quality. Like I'm not worried about the quality of it. This is not a delay that I'm like, oh my gosh, the game's in trouble. I'm like, no, I get it. It's a huge world. They're polishing, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Normally, take your time, and I am still like, take your time. I don't want it to come out half baked.
Definitely.
But yeah, it's a bummer just because of
Yeah.
scheduling for me.
Mhm.
It makes me kind of have this issue of like, do I buy when it comes out or do I wait for the new consoles?
Right.
Like,
We've
what do
also
I
got the
do? Where do I
new-
land on this?
The console
Yep.
refresh coming.
Luckily, I got more time to think about it now.
Mhm. It stinks though, because I think Last of Us comes out September as well, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Luke.
That's 3 major games in September.
Yeah. September's
Somebody-
loaded now.
Somebody's moving. Somebody's gonna have to move again.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
It's going to be Last of Us.
no, it's gonna be Avengers
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
because
It
that
will be-
game
it
that
will
game
be
still won't be
Avengers.
done. So,
I forgot about that game. already. You said something about it like 2 minutes ago.
the other one, I don't remember when it was supposed to come out. I honestly don't care about this game, but Iron Man VR got delayed also, and then
I saw that game.
Dying Light 2
Yeah.
got delayed indefinitely.
Yeah.
Which
ugh.
that's one of the ones that, like you mentioned, like,
Yeah.
I don't worry about this one. I worry about this one. This
Yeah.
is like this might not get out.
when a game
kind
is
of.
delayed indefinitely.
how far along was it?
They said something about they can't fulfill their vision in the time frame they've set, so they're delaying it indefinitely.
So the only
which sounds like some
potential
Business
silver
speak.
lining for that might be they don't want to release it on this gen,
Mhm.
and you don't release it this fall for next gen only type of thing. So they're gonna wait like a whole nother year,
Mm-hmm.
and rather than just make that promise now, they're just saying indefinitely.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's potential. No
Yeah,
idea.
It's not like they were going to delay it to September with everyone else and be like, yeah, no, it'll probably be next year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with waiting because I really liked the first one. So as long as it comes out and it's not broken, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Mhm. And then I don't know, it's just real quick. PC players, Horizon Zero Dawn is coming to PC.
Yeah.
So if you haven't played that game, definitely
your
pick it
chance.
up when it comes out. That's one of my favorite games. It was a new combat RPG. Like I'd never done combat like I'd done in that game because of all the kind of the sneak and trapping style.
Mhm.
Definitely go check out that game.
Yeah, it's really fun. I've played probably 10 hours of it and I really enjoyed it.
I've played that game a freaking ton.
So my last piece of news I've got is about
boy.
about Disintegration. I'm
Disintegration.
repping them with my shirt tonight.
That's the theme song from the game. Did you hear?
I hadn't heard. No, that's interesting
I
choice.
heard Billie
but
Eilish
all right.
was going to do it.
It's got 2 betas coming up
Disintegration.
here, like real quick.
Did you get in?
invitations for the technical beta, the tech test, haven't been sent out yet. So I don't know if I've gotten it or not.
I'm getting it. I can feel it.
So you can sign up to potentially get an invite to the technical beta. This is on Xbox One, PlayStation, and PC via Steam. And that technical test is happening January 28th and 29th.
Wow, that is soon. I didn't
And
realize
then
it was that soon.
The open beta is happening 2 days after that. So that's no invitation. Like anyone can do that again on all those 3 platforms, January 31st and February 1st.
I'm excited.
So this is a small team making this. Like
They're going to extend that through the weekend, right?
Part of the probably.
So this
part of the point is to like help them find bugs.
This beta is very important
It's
for them.
very important.
Yeah.
So like honestly, if you're at all interested, you're like, I've heard Brett talk about this. It looks maybe weird, a little different. I don't quite get it. Try it out. Like it's a free beta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'll probably come across some bugs. That's the point.
Can't beat
Help
free.
them squash it before the actual release.
Mm-hmm.
You can't beat free.
So
What if they pay you?
That's
that
probably,
would be the best? I
that
think.
probably
Beats
means
free.
it's your job.
That yeah.
which it's none of our jobs, but that's okay. We can all hope and dream.
Yeah.
Is that your
That's my gaming news.
okay? Shoot. Orange lightsaber from the pre-order bonus for Jedi Fallen
Oh.
Order is now available for everyone.
Yay.
So that's pretty cool. Go
I
get
would
it.
love to use that lightsaber.
Go get it. I plan to. I'll beat it, man. I promise. I'm gonna put it on story difficulty and just blaze through it,
Good.
just so I can hear about this crazy ending that everyone loves. And then Pokemon Sword and Shield started a YouTube mini series. I guess they've done this in the past. I'm not aware of it because I don't really watch the show. But this one was announced, and it's like it's the first one in the new region. So I was like, I'll check it out, whatever. And I watched it, and it's very wholesome. It's about sick kids in a hospital and how like these famous people in the Pokemon world come and visit them and sign autographs and pass along messages to their favorite trainers. And I was like, this is very different. It's not battling Pokemon. It's kids in the universe. So that was cool.
Yeah, nice.
What you got? Are you done?
I don't have any gaming news anymore.
No, yeah, I'm done with gaming news.
Okay. On TV's side, Peacock, NBC's streaming service, announced. They kind of announced some stuff that was coming, like Psych the Movie 2 is going to be on there, which kind of makes me upset. But they also announced they're going to have, I don't remember the amount of stuff they're going to have, 5,000 hours
of content or something like that.
But they have 3 price points.
Brett can watch it, or Luke can watch it in a week.
Yeah.
Shut up.
The free trial is not ready.
Yeah, there's
For
gonna be premium, which I think is 10, which sounds like a lot. There's a version that you pay for that has some ads. That will also, it will be free if you have Comcast. And then there's a free version
With ads.
with ads. Yeah, so thumbs
That's
up to
pretty
that.
cool.
Hopefully that's the version that Psych the Movie is gonna be.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see like what's held behind the paywall.
Every 10 minutes, we just get
A new
an
ad.
interrupted break. And
I wonder what kind of paywall it'll have. That'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, but
hey, if Psych the Movie's behind premium, I'll sign up for a month.
Get that free trial.
I'll pay $10 just to watch Psych the Movie 2.
I'll come over and watch it with you.
Yeah, there we go. And then I have a month of The
I've never
Office
watched
uninterrupted.
Do you think they'll put The Office on the free version?
No,
That's a lot.
moneymaker.
That's
dude.
a lot of ad play.
It's a lot of
that's
ad
true.
play. I bet The Office is
First
on
6
all of
seasons
them.
free.
Yeah, I bet
The
it's on all
last
of them.
3
Okay,
premium.
Netflix's Mindhunter is put on hold.
Boo!
This is such a good show.
This sucks.
I guess Fincher's working on a movie though, so that's good.
He's working on a movie, and the contracts for the actors expired.
And he's working on Love, Death, Robots season 2.
I could. That's
I'd
not
much
as
rather
important
have
to me.
Mindhunter season 2.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah,
Mindhunter is.
This is a bummer.
I'm almost done with Mindhunter, and I'm
Um,
bummed by this.
That makes me so sad. Mindhunter is probably one of my favorite things to watch on Netflix.
My guess is contracts will be renegotiated.
Probably is my favorite.
It'll get season 3 will happen, but it won't happen for like another year, like
Year or two,
year
at
or
least.
two.
At least.
You gotta guess mine. Come on, you know it. Come on. Favorite Netflix show. Come on.
Daredevil.
Oh,
Why do I care about your favorite Netflix
Voltron.
show?
Oh, Voltron. I'm just gonna buy you the box set.
It's not out yet.
They have it on DVD.
The old one?
I think so.
I want the new one.
No, you want the old one too.
No, I don't.
You want them both.
No, I don't.
Okay,
Just the
Tyler,
new
TV
one.
news.
Bounty Law spinoff with Tarantino attached was announced. Bounty Law from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Okay.
Super weird.
Weird to
I
be
think it's a
announcing
cool-
that like the week before Oscars or
Right?
like the 3 weeks leading up to Oscars.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
we'll
don't-
get the pilot at the Oscars.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I think what this will turn into is a 3-episode miniseries or something.
Probably something like that.
I don't think it'll be like a full-on show, but
Mhm.
super cool.
Hey, if it could give me, if instead of like an actual show, it gave me a show about making the show, kind of like what we got to see,
Mhm.
but like more of that, I'd be in for that.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
So Lord of the Rings Prime prequel series announced their cast.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't have everybody in front of me, but one of the main dudes is going to be one of the dudes from Game of Thrones who played young Ned Stark.
Yeah.
Cool. That seemed like the only person they actually mentioned. They're like, hey, we got this guy from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really excited for that show.
They got to throw Game of Thrones in their story,
Yeah.
so of course they're going to mention
It gets a lot of Twitter traction when
Yeah,
you put Game of Thrones.
exactly.
So.
Question: will that guy die? Is he the Sean Bean?
Potential. It's a good question. I don't
Nah,
know.
I bet he lives. I bet he'll be some elf.
I'm excited for that show.
I'm very curious to see how this show is written. If it's written more
In the Tolkien,
Tolkien way, where thing like
kind of like how the movies were.
is it going to be traditional fantasy, or is it going to be Game of Thrones, which is fantasy subverted? Like, because one is really popular in the world, like, or at least was really popular.
Yeah, they ruined their goodwill though.
And the other is, I think, still has merit, but it certainly hasn't been as mainstream in the last 5-10 years.
Guys, I'm this close to getting my brother to watch Lord of the Rings for the first time.
Oh,
That's not close enough. I need it here.
Well, he's got to finish up a couple other things.
he needs
first.
to be over
Okay.
here so we can watch it together, because I would love to watch him watch it.
Who
man.
do we know who the writers are?
Yeah,
Did they work on Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit?
not that I'm aware of. I
Okay.
think this is a completely new.
The guy from Breaking Bad,
Oh yeah, I do remember Breaking Bad being mentioned.
Okay.
a guy from The Sopranos, and Justin Doble from Stranger Things.
Okay. I mean, I was gonna say if it's the people like from the movies, then I'm pretty sure they're gonna write it like
Right.
how it was. But I'm like, no comment.
All right. Works. Other
TBD.
news?
TBD.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys may have talked about this last week, and I may have missed it. Watchmen season 2 will not be happening.
I don't think that had been officially said.
It's Lindelof is definitely not coming back.
Yeah.
So they
And
said
an
HBO
executive,
said
an
they won't
executive
pursue a
said,
season
yeah,
2.
yeah, without him.
Good choice.
Oh, I'm
I'm-
happy with that.
Perfectly okay with that. I'll buy the special edition box thing when it comes out because I love
Mhm.
that show.
Totally.
That's all my TV stuff.
Luke, any other TV things?
Spoilers for Crisis.
Oh man.
Oh, big yeah. Okay, so
Okay,
Crisis on Infinite Earth.
This is a good segue from TV to movies.
movies.
Freaking Ezra Miller's Flash showed up. The cameo that nobody saw coming.
What?
I don't know
Um,
how they kept that under wraps.
Yeah,
That's
good for them.
crazy.
Good for them.
That is so crazy that didn't leak.
It's a good little scene too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. If that's the Flash we get in the movies,
And
I'm
look, I've
so in.
been crapping on the Flash movie for like the past year.
I think this
like,
just
it got
fast
me
forwards
All of a
excited.
sudden, you're just excited.
It got
for
me
it.
excited.
Yeah.
So
I think this like definitely speeds up the timeline.
Yeah, and one of
for
the-
a Flash movie.
The crazy part about it was Warner Bros. Idea. It wasn't Guggenheim or any of those
Yeah, it
guys.
was
at
Jim Lee,
CW.
wasn't it? Who was,
yeah.
yeah, he was like, "Let's do this."
This is the last thing you'd expect like the movie division to do. Like they've been so
Separate, yeah.
separate, and they've been like, no, they're not connected. We'll test stuff out on the CW, but if we do it in the movies, it's canceled on the TV show.
Yeah.
And then now they're just like multiverse.
Which I think is so clever with Crisis too. Like it fits. It
Mhm.
fits perfectly. And I think Warner Bros. Would be smart to piggyback off of the hype that has kind of been built now with this scene.
Yeah.
Albeit a minute and a half, it has definitely, I think, got more people interested in a Flash movie.
Yeah.
For sure. They need to. Andy Muschietti's probably packing up his apartment and like on the move right now, trying to get this thing into pre-production. Like he's got to be rolling on it.
What else you got?
Disney dropping the Fox name from all of its Fox properties. 20th Century Studios and Searchlight Studios.
This bums me out.
Yeah,
I
it
think
makes sense that they would, but it is kind of sad.
Yeah.
Like that's a
It's crazy
legacy
Yeah.
that they
Yeah.
have.
It's a huge legacy that they're just, I won't say erasing, but in a sense they are.
It'll be forgotten.
Yeah.
You know, that's the crazy part.
I heard this might get political, that they're getting rid of the Fox because of like Fox News and everything, and they don't own that.
Right.
They don't want to be associated with it at all.
You know, that is that's fair. I think that's fair. That said, I don't think people look at 20th Century Fox and they're like, "Oh my gosh, this alt-right movie company," right? Like people don't see that. They don't care. Guess what? Put your logos up for 5 seconds instead of 30 and people won't know who made the movie.
Good point.
So yeah, no, that's a bummer to me.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I knew it was coming, right? It's a rebranding. We all knew it was coming, but like when I actually saw like people Photoshop it, I was like, "Oh man,
It looks empty kind of.
that's sad."
Yeah. Just don't get rid of the fanfare. That's
Yeah.
when we'll all lose it.
They did say that that's staying.
Good.
So that's all I got.
I had,
Bad Boys 4 in development.
of course.
It's a new story you guys were all waiting for, I know.
Even bigger, National Treasure 3 is happening. Yeah.
I remember we sent that one back and forth and we were like, is this real?
Yeah.
Like, is this actually
Well,
happening?
it came from Barstool.
I know. How did they got it from her, Hollywood Reporter.
Yeah.
So I was like, I went to the Hollywood Reporter. I'm like, I can't find it. This isn't real. And then I saw it pop up later. I was like, oh my gosh, it's real.
This is awesome.
I'm so
very
excited.
excited.
What's he stealing?
He's going to steal the Grand Canyon or something.
What?
I don't know.
Does it have to be it's got to be like a like an American history thing, right?
Here's what's going to happen. They're going to be tasked with stealing the Lincoln Monument.
No,
He's
gonna,
not stealing
gonna
anything.
he's gonna steal the flag and the plaque on the moon.
He's going to find the lost colony of Roanoke.
The Rock's going to show up in his big truck from Hobbs and Shaw. And he's going to pull the Lincoln Monument out of D.C. And him and Nick Cage are going to be patriots.
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
And then Shaw's going to show up and be like, why do you guys care about this thing?
Guys, we're getting a new Bond movie this year.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's happening.
Barbara Broccoli. What a name. Who is like the owner of the Bond
Their family owns
franchise.
the rights.
Yeah. Had some comments about a female James Bond in the future, basically saying it won't happen. She said that she believes that the 007 franchise should be creating new, strong female characters, but she is not interested in having a woman play Bond. Bond can be a male of any color, but not a woman.
008.
That's a bummer. I mean, whatever. Yeah, 008.
Yeah.
Give me a new series.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's fine.
That's easy to get around.
Yeah. That's probably one of those things
Maybe
where
odd numbers are males and even
where-
numbers are females, and
where
there you go.
she says that to appease a certain crowd
Yep.
and is like, because the movie's coming out later this year. I don't know. That'd be my guess. Can we talk about some Star Wars?
Billie Eilish is doing the Bond song.
Billie Eilish is doing the Bond song. That's gonna be.
Is she from the United Kingdom? I have no idea.
I could see it, but I don't know. I don't listen
I
to her
don't
music enough to know.
listen to her. I don't know enough about her.
Sorry, a picture of her popped up. I was just like, oh my gosh. She's from LA.
Okay, so no.
Okay, so.
Let's talk about some Star Wars. Sorry, I'm ready to talk about Star Wars things.
Let me pull up that.
So first off, congrats to Rise of Skywalker, which officially passed the 1 billion worldwide theater gross.
$1 billion.
No one saw that coming.
Nope.
And then we also this week interestingly got a look at a 2016 leaked script of Colin Trevorrow's episode 9. Trevorrow or Trevorrow? I never.
I like Trevorrow.
Trevorrow.
Trevorrow?
Trevorrow.
Trevorrow.
Trevor rows his boat.
Trevorrow the boat.
Gently down the stream. Merrily.
I don't know if we will try and talk about this without spoiling anything from 9, but that if we do, sorry, you may just if you still care about avoiding spoilers for episode 9, you might just skip to the next time code because it might just inadvertently come up.
I can't believe Darth Vader was.
First thing first,
Luke's
did we
father.
like his proposed title?
The Duel of the Fates.
I liked it.
Duel of the Fates. Yeah, I think it's cool.
I'm just never really a fan of any title, so I didn't really like this one that much either.
I think it's based on where he was going with the script. I think it worked.
I just thought it was cool.
Yeah. We're not gonna get super detailed into this, but like, what are some plot points?
Palpatine is not the main villain. He remains dead after the events of Return of the Jedi.
Oh, thank goodness. Yes, that would have been better.
Yeah, I'd have been fine with that.
Yeah, I would have liked that too.
Rey remains as no one. She would have been a clone. Luke's theory would have been
Yeah,
right.
it still should have been a clone, but
She should have been a clone,
better than
and
being a Palpatine.
it should have.
Yeah, see, we've already spoiled things for episode 9.
Wow, way to go.
It should have never been
Oops.
an issue in The Force
Okay.
Awakens. They should have just ignored
fine.
that she was anybody special at all. Who cares?
JJ can't do that, though. He's got to dangle the carrot. That's kind of his thing. Kylo finds the Sith holocron in Vader's old fortress on Mustafar.
Cool.
I mean, we kind
Kind of
of.
seems like that's what
We got that.
The
It just-
opening.
Yeah, it just was a different place.
It was just
Yeah.
super fast. No, that was Mustafar.
It was super fast. I totally missed
No,
it. then.
they don't like they've confirmed it outside of the movie
Yeah.
that was Mustafar.
Really?
Yeah, and that the people he was killing were
I-
like Vader fanatics.
So
What?
I never didn't think it was. Like when we saw the lava planet, I was like, "Oh, that's Mustafar." I didn't really understand why it was such a big.
The beginning of
deal.
that movie like flies by so fast. I don't even remember it. I don't remember that scene at all.
He kills a bunch of the.
Is that when he's
Dudes.
like picks the dude up and
Yeah.
yeah, totally did not even realize there was lava there.
So this one
Yeah.
also would have had us going back to Coruscant, which, not to spoil my potential episode 10 will never happen fanfic script, but that's totally something I'm doing. So I'm glad they didn't do it, so I can still do it. Which I think was kind of cool. It's obviously like
He's got it pulled up now.
very different than this is a way too detailed of a thing. This has like cuts and everything.
I read like an entire breakdown of what the movie would have been.
Did you like it?
I liked some of it.
I didn't love the end. Let's just kind of skip to
So, I guess just a general thought on it. I thought it would have been almost the exact same as what Rise of Skywalker was. Lots of good.
and
Well,
lots of
depending on who you are. Lots of cool things, lots of really stupid things. And it would have been mixed. People would have really hated some stuff, and everybody would have been at each other's throats just like normal. But, I mean,
Yay, Star Wars.
Like, the problem I have with it is this is pre-Carrie Fisher dying. So
It's-
I just can't take it seriously at all.
it's pre-Carrie and to be fair, this was a draft from December of 2016.
Yeah.
right.
A year before The Last Jedi even came out.
Yeah.
It would have been completely
Yeah, they would have had to change a lot.
chopped
And, like,
up and
I keep
redone
seeing people on
things.
Twitter being like, "Oh my gosh, this would have been so much better." I'm like, this would have made zero sense after your precious Last Jedi. People are making this way too big of deal.
Yeah.
If I can see what Trevorrow, if he would have been on, would have done after The Last Jedi, I'd be far more interested in hearing
Sure,
that.
I would agree. That said, I do think it's interesting to see the kind of like even
Direction that maybe he was being given
even at the
ahead of time.
beginning of 2017, or the end of 2016, like this is where we were at with Star Wars, and it's just amazing how you get from there to over here. Not commenting on whether one is good, one is bad.
Yeah.
But like that is the gap that movies just sit in, right? Like
it's either the best or the worst.
It could be here, and that's crazy. Usually they find their way. Each movie is different in how it finds its way to becoming a movie. But I can also kind of understand after the circumstances of what happened with Trevorrow's like Hardcore Henry, and like that didn't go over well, and if he wasn't as willing to budge on certain things with this script, like yeah, maybe like because we had another 6 months of him on this project after this script, so there was still work being done before he got dropped.
I think 2 scripts leaked too.
Oh, was there another one?
Yeah, it was still pre Last Jedi.
Yeah.
But it was
any of his scripts would have been pre Last Jedi.
Yeah. But like there's some stuff in there that I'm like, this would have been awesome. Like for me, Kylo just going full bad guy, I would have been a huge fan of.
Yeah.
Mainly because I mean Anakin kind of does that in Revenge of the Sith, but you know it's coming because we know he's Darth Vader.
We know who he is.
And then he does have the redemption arc in Return of the Jedi, and I like that honestly, it would have been different to see somebody go full evil. Like, plus I think Adam Driver would have been super fun to watch and do that.
Yeah. No, I think it's an interesting story.
Yep, go check it out. If you're interested, there's some interesting stuff there.
And I think some of the characters would have been really cool to see too.
Yeah.
I think that was what, like when I looked at it, I was like, man, it would have been really cool to see those characters rather than seeing characters we've seen in 6 other movies.
Yeah, I think the only other thing that I really didn't like from it was was revealing that Kylo killed Rey's parents.
Yeah, I hate it.
That's in there.
It doesn't work in the time.
It does not work with the timeline at all. But I think it's there simply to give Rey that emotional out. I can kill you because you killed someone close to me.
Right.
Right? Like,
and it's got to be what connects them.
But like, yeah. But I don't think that needed it. But anyways,
this script made me do a lot of thinking on the Grey Jedi stuff. I think I'm really leaning against Grey Jedi stuff. Like, just because I've been watching so much Clone Wars and Rebels, and just doing a lot of thinking, and maybe I just differ on it, but it seems like how powerful you are in the Force depends on how far aside you go to, which is kind of different than most things. I mean, yeah, you can have Grey Jedi in the middle that do both, but then I don't know, I feel like on the way I see it, that'd be uninteresting because you'd be in balance, but I don't know what I'm saying. Whatever. I'm just messing around in my own head, and it's not making any sense.
Star Wars, yay!
Yeah,
I love Star Wars so much.
Good.
Speculating about Star Wars in my own head is some of my best things I do every day.
Indeed.
Sitting there going, "Oh, that's really cool."
We're gonna do something this year. Tyler, why don't you talk about this since you brought it up? You had this idea. You came to us with this idea.
So thank you to Kotaku Split Screen for providing me entertainment while at work. They have this thing where they do predictions for the year, and the year after they follow up and see how many they got right. The rules are you can't use things that like are going to happen. Like,
right.
They use insider sources, but they're like pros.
Yeah.
But like something simple like a Batman trailer is going to come out. We can't obviously have that. We know that's going to happen, right? So nothing.
I don't know.
Something super easy like that.
My prediction is one isn't going to come out.
So essentially, you can make predictions about games, movies, TV shows, books, comic books, whatever you want. They have to happen in 2020, and if you get them right, whoever gets the most right gets to pick an activity for the other two to do, which we'll all end up doing together. Is how it works. So like if I get 6 out of 10 right and you guys both get less than me, I get to choose that we're all going to watch Barney the Purple Dinosaur together. Like,
Yes.
so something like that is how this works.
Yep.
So we're each going to make
I'm hyped for Barney, yo.
we're each going to make 10 predictions.
I love you. You love me.
We guess 10. We're gonna go with 10.
We're each
And
gonna
we haven't seen each other's.
right. We have not seen each other, so there may be some overlap. Hopefully not.
If it is, it's fine.
If there is, I'll change mine as quickly as possible.
You have that bunch of extras, so.
Yeah, I have some extras as well. Now for decisions, do you guys just want to make all 10 of yours and then the next person and then the next person?
No, let's go one at a time.
One at a time? Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine with
Okay.
me.
This seems more.
Luke,
that
kick
seems-
us off, man. What's your first prediction for 2020?
First one. Okay, so
This will be a fun. I'm really excited about this.
my first prediction for 2020 is that Nintendo released GameCube Joy-Cons
Ooh.
for the Switch.
Oh, I thought you were going to steal one of mine already. It's like, oh my gosh. All right.
GameCube Joy-Cons for the Switch. All right, we saw someone kind of do some homemade ones.
Yeah,
They looked real dope.
I think they've maybe been working on them, but they see them, they're just gonna be like, we can charge so much money for these.
Oh yeah, people
Oh,
will
yeah.
definitely spend on those.
I had a price point on it, but I took it off just so I had a better chance
What
of being
was it?
right.
Yeah, I think.
$100.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I think
don't
that's
need to-
accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably accurate.
All right, I'll go just so we go in line. This will probably be my mainstay prediction every year. Rocksteady will reveal they're working on a Superman game. Please give me a Superman game, Rocksteady.
He wants it so bad. Just do it for Tyler.
Do it, yeah. Do
What
it
if
for
it sucks?
Tyler. Oh, that would be sad. My first prediction is that Xbox announces a partnership with Nintendo
Ooh.
to bring games, their first party games, to the Switch. So that in a way, however, that's through XCloud or Game
Xbox
Pass.
games on the Switch.
Yes.
Okay. That was really similar to one I took off, actually.
Oh, well, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, he like started that. I was like, no freaking way. What the heck?
Ooh, that would be so awesome. I'd love to play some of those games. On
Just be
the
like,
Switch. It'd be
okay,
super nice.
I gotta go on a 3-hour road trip and I'm not driving for whatever reason. I'd be
Mhm.
driving, but now I can play Halo Infinite. While
Oh,
I'm
that would
gone.
be so weird, but so awesome.
With terrible graphics. No.
Yeah, well,
terrible graphics and bad controls. I love this.
Throw a grenade. My second one is we will get an Injustice 3 announcement from NetherRealm.
I think that one's pretty likely.
yeah.
Gotta
I
get
think you
points
gotta
on
Play
Yeah.
it
that.
safe, man.
That's one of my safe ones.
Ooh. Go
All
big
right.
or go home.
My second one, the HBO Max Green Lantern TV show will not include Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. It will be Kyle Rayner and Guy Gardner
Okay. I can dig that.
because I think they're saving Hal and John for the movies.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
That's one of my safer ones.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I love Kyle Rayner.
All right.
A man can dream.
We're sticking with Nintendo. Nintendo announces a Switch with the ability to connect to cellular networks.
So like 3, like LTE.
Yeah, like a 4G.
So then you
version.
would be able to play it anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
nifty.
I feel like
Synergy between predictions.
I feel like they're gonna need some help from Xbox with that.
All right, I guess I'll keep it on Nintendo train.
There we go.
Metroid Prime Trilogy will be released on Switch.
Ooh, released.
Yeah.
Released. All right.
Going
Look
crazy
at the size
on
of the
that
nuts
one.
on this guy.
Don't look.
Table's blocked. We're good.
Creeps.
I'm not gonna stay with Nintendo here.
Boo, you suck.
That's fine. I'm done with Nintendo.
The Uncharted movie will hire and lose 2 more directors in 2020.
2 more? Oh my gosh.
I love it. I love it.
That was one of my favorite ones.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
I took one off pretty similar to that.
Nice. Was it Uncharted related?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Here's a bit.
3. No.
Here's maybe my most expensive prediction.
That was originally where it started.
Yeah.
Apple begins the process of acquiring a major motion picture studio.
Ooh. How major? This won't go into prediction, but like kind of what were you thinking?
My initial thought was like Lionsgate.
Oh.
That's like a
Okay, yeah.
that's like a $5 billion purchase.
Yeah.
They'd get
Dang.
Power Rangers.
And Divergent?
Oh,
Those movies did great.
Look at that IP they can milk.
They made 3 out of 4 of them. Where am I
Lifetime
at?
made the 4th one.
All right, so I don't know. I'm sure if I was unsure if this one would really
If
count.
we'll let it count.
Yeah.
We
right,
can't.
well,
it's
That's another rule. You can veto. Like we can veto
veto.
if we don't think it's fair.
I think it does. Obviously, I'm saying it, but I don't know. It could come across as subjective.
Oh,
Anthem will get a massive content drop.
it's back.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
Yeah.
Or okay.
And that's not really that it will be good. Or
you're not. You're not.
I'm not saying
commenting
it will
on
be good.
quality.
I'm
You're
saying
it will happen.
I'm saying like this game is totally different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much like the E3 trailer to release.
I'm excited for one of my predictions now. Go ahead, Tyler. The
There's
podcast wants to
The
join.
podcast.
Podcat predicts that
And this one might get vetoed.
Cats 2 is coming out.
Oh.
Did
Good
I just-
job, podcast. A Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle reboot will be announced and casted.
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh my.
I'd be excited for that.
Me too.
If they
I could always do more Ninja Turtles. It doesn't help that I'm reading them currently.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So in honor of Luke's prediction, development on Anthem officially ceases.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh. I like it.
That is fun.
One of us is
One of
probably
us
going
is
to win.
yeah, absolutely.
I love it. I'm all here for it.
That's fantastic. We also did not.
Hey. Both of those
discuss
could be true.
That's true. We could both actually be right.
I love that none of us discussed this. So
Yeah.
that's what makes this even more interesting.
Where am I at here? Okay. So I had kind of two predictions going on with kind of your xCloud thing.
Okay.
An Xbox exclusive character will appear in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Like a Master Chief will be a
Okay.
playable character, or like
Sure.
Ori,
Right.
or Gears Dude.
Marcus Phoenix.
Yeah, he's gonna show up and he's gonna be like, "F yeah!"
Character I would want to come over.
Cuphead, only dealing with that like demon stuff.
Ooh, Cuphead would be good.
Cuphead would be fun.
It is on Switch.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's already on Switch,
Yeah.
so makes sense.
Man, we are in tune right there. That
Wait,
was awesome.
yeah.
All right, Brett, this one's for you, baby.
Oh, jeez.
Scott Derrickson will be announced as a director for a DC property.
That is
Every director who has left Marvel due to creative differences is doing a DC movie now. He'll join the fold.
So
You're
I'm
probably
really
right.
curious. Not a prediction. With what?
Like with what property?
What property?
Constantine.
Oh, yep.
Ooh.
I'm here
Good
for
call.
that. I'm here for that.
That is all. That would make like my dreams come true if he did a Constantine movie, just because of his background
Mm-hmm.
and like the character. Oh my gosh! Don't get me started. I'm drooling over here.
You got a napkin?
No, that was gross.
Warner Bros. Announces that Henry Cavill is returning for a Superman film.
Frick! Do you have it too?
Nope, I don't.
Oh, he's got the opposite. I'm glad I snagged that one.
Dang it! I'll read it later. I won't keep it though.
Okay.
All right, here's my next one. Boba Fett will appear in The Mandalorian Season 2.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been
It
talks
doesn't-
that Skywalker Saga characters are going to show up. He's a Skywalker Saga character.
Is he
He
gonna
has
have-
no story has ever been involved with him, except for, I guess, kind of in the comics now.
Will he have his helmet on?
Yes, he will never take it off. They'll get the dude who voiced the clones from the Clone Wars series to do his voice,
Yeah.
mainly so they don't have to play Tamora Morrison.
Yeah.
And then you want to take off his helmet. It's just a lot cheaper. But then I think, like, he'll be the bad guy. I think he'll be hunting the Mandalorian.
Oh,
That'd be
that could be
cool.
cool.
I'm into it.
Yeah, I like it. Obviously, not all of that has to come true. Just the
Just
he returns.
just that he's in the
there.
Mandalorian.
Nope, all of it. No, it's kidding.
All right, hey, you said
No.
it.
I take it all back.
All right, here we go. I got some Nintendo stuff for you guys. So, this is just so outlandish. This will not happen. The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker will get remade for Switch and announced with a Breath of the Wild 2 trailer.
Ooh, I took that off my list.
Okay.
Not the Breath of the Wild part, but the Wind Waker bit.
We had a lot of things similar, I think.
Yeah. I'm really just predicting what I want.
Dude, I literally am predicting what I want.
That's
I
fair.
feel like I should predict the
Bloodborne
opposite.
2, no.
Okay. Jon Favreau is announced as the director of the 2022 Star Wars film.
Ooh. This year?
this year.
That would make sense. I'd be okay with that.
I'm not commenting on if you.
I
want it to be good or
I don't
bad.
know if
I
I'll
just
be
think-
okay with it, but I think there's a good chance.
Yeah.
I think it makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Taika cannot fit that in his schedule,
Mm-hmm.
and they've been talking about him for a Star Wars movie, but like, honestly, I think they're just like Mandalorian season 2 is well underway. We can kind of phase Favreau out of that, let Filoni take care of that, move him into directing role for a standalone movie,
Mm-hmm.
and give Taika the next one.
Yep.
I don't know. We haven't been explaining everything, but it's Star Wars and we gotta explain it all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Where was I in my list? This one is smaller. The Walking Dead will finally be canceled.
Oh, nice. That is one thing I did not expect to ever be talked about on this podcast until it happened. That's awesome. All right, guys. This is the one everybody's been waiting for, and I know it. The Snyder Cut will be released in 2020 via HBO Max.
All right.
It's going to happen.
I hope so. I didn't put it on my list though because I have my doubts. I'm so back and forth on that. Just ask me on a different day what I think is gonna happen.
Like I did with Luke earlier, I'll do this one then. The Snyder Cut is not acknowledged by Warner/DC in 2020. Not even acknowledged.
Wow.
I'm gonna take this one off and change. Sorry, I'm editing. All right. I didn't know if Tyler was going to do this one or not, but I guess I'm just going to go for it. DC Universe will be absorbed by HBO Max and become an increased payment option.
I don't have that on there. I don't have any DC Universe stuff.
Increased payment option. All right.
Mm-hmm. So, $14.99 HBO Max, $19.99 for DC Universe and HBO Max.
Okay.
Something like that.
That'd be cool.
exact
I've been using the reader a lot more lately, so
Mhm.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
My next one was going to be Man of Steel 2 announced with Henry Cavill, but because you have it, I'll change mine.
Okay.
My next one will be Wonder Woman 1984 will make $1 billion worldwide. Do you guys want to veto that?
Not too easy.
The first one made 800.
Shazam made
Yeah,
less than 4.
The last, but Joker and Aquaman. No, we'll let it. I'll let it. I'll let it be.
Would it be
Oh,
the first female-led?
No, Captain Marvel.
Captain
Oh,
Marvel
that's
made $1 billion.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that came out last year, remember?
I wish I could forget it.
Okay. Ooh, guys, I'm excited for this one. Both Marvel films released this year, Black Widow and Eternals, will have a rating of under 75% on Rotten Tomatoes critically.
Ooh.
Both
of them.
Both will be critically rated under 75%.
Both of the Marvel releases?
Mm-hmm.
That won't happen because Disney, of course, buys reviews.
Yeah.
Of course.
You're crazy.
I'm excited. I told you I swung big.
Brett's buying negative reviews for him.
Yeah.
He's trucking out all that money.
review bombing so hard. He's just like, hey, Russia.
This movie's trash. It's only PC woke culture.
He's on the phone. He's like, how can I call Russia?
We don't want this movie to be good. I'm gonna save that one for last.
Oh my gosh.
So you both mentioned Superman.
Mm-hmm.
WB will announce their Superman movie reboot. Henry Cavill will not be returning. They're gonna get some big director like Matt Reeves to just start it over. Sorry, I'm a big fan of Henry Cavill and Man of Steel and his Superman, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm sorry, Tyler.
It's okay.
I'd be sad. I'd be sad with that.
I can
one.
watch a Superman movie without my wife having Google eyes the whole time. That'd be nice. Here's my funniest one.
Are we on 9?
9. Yep.
Right?
Yep. This is number 9. Kevin Hart will be cast in a Marvel or DC movie.
That's probably true.
His
at
boys
this
movie is
rate.
going to start filming soon.
At this rate.
The Rock's going to start filming soon.
Well, okay.
Did you have Kevin Hart related?
No,
Okay.
I would never even think of that.
I'm gonna go with Idris Elba as cast as the next James Bond.
Ooh. You think they'll do that in this year?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Wow.
Whoa. Hot diggity dog.
Insert
Lovely.
Idris coughing while eating hot wings.
Is this my last one?
Yeah.
Okay, well, so I don't think this is actually going to happen, but it's my
Swing
prediction.
big, baby.
Oh my gosh, there's just no way. Star Wars Episode 10 will be announced to be
Oh
in
my
development
gosh.
with George Lucas returning in some capacity. Not directing, not writing, in some minor role, something
I love
too
that
major,
prediction.
he'll be involved.
I love that prediction. Oh, yes.
I think
Go Luke.
I think Disney's going to be like, we F this up so bad. What do? Let's just start the next one. It probably won't come out for 3 years,
No,
but
but
they'll announce it.
yeah. I love it.
It's either going to be that or
Swing and a miss, strike
Whack!
one.
I
The
love
ball
it.
just disintegrated.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Here's my big swing.
Oh,
And mine's a lot more serious, I think. That's pretty great, though.
Thank you.
I like that one way more than mine.
It's one of the first ones I thought of.
that's great.
Amazon Game Studios, very small part of Amazon that no one knows about,
Yeah.
will announce a Stadia rival.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's a good one. I can see that happening.
Amazon's going to get in the game.
Got to compete. My last one is gaming related too. I don't think it's as big of a swing, although I'm not actually convinced it's going to happen. I'm going to say Halo Infinite is getting a battle royale mode.
Oh. That would be so weird.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I said
But
that.
it would be.
I said that originally when that first announcement happened. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I know we've talked about it at some point.
That would be
Maybe I didn't.
wild.
Maybe I just thought it. Maybe I
Yeah.
Could you
maybe
imagine
triggered
like
myself.
somebody picks up a rocket launcher, you're like, oh no.
I need the Spartan Mark IV armor stat.
Oh man, I kind of want to keep going.
That's our predictions.
I do too.
You guys want to read off your
Just read
your
off the other ones?
Yeah.
All right,
So,
I'm just gonna-
so those are our predictions locked in.
Yep, mine are highlighted.
Here are some extra ones from Luke and
Mhm.
Tyler because they had extra ones. I didn't have extra ones.
All right, I'm just gonna blaze through these.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime 4 game footage shown sometime this year. Horizon sequel announcement.
That one I would have vetoed that one.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, the whole thing I've written down was Horizon sequel announcement for 2021. So so that it would come out next year.
2021.
So it would be coming out September 2021.
It may have been.
Um,
I don't know.
This one I think is super outlandish, and I was just like, I don't want to risk that. But new gen consoles will be released mid-September, which is why all the games have been moving to that
there.
date.
Yeah.
Uncharted movie will be canceled. Fast and Furious 9 will be the highest grossing movie of 2020.
Hate you so much.
J.J. Abrams will be announced as a director of a DC film, and Hideo Kojima's next project will be a movie, and it'll be weird as hell.
That one was safe.
That one is safe.
All right, mine.
The weird part, yes.
Yeah.
So the first one I had to nix today because of an announcement that was made. Dying Light 2 will win Game of the Year.
Man, that would have been an easy point kind of to us.
I know, right?
Right?
Just needed you to wait a little bit, Dying Light. Come on.
A new Nintendo Switch will be announced in 2020. And I don't mean Switch Pro. I mean the next version.
Yeah.
The next generation. Man of Steel 2 will be announced with Henry Cavill returning. I've mentioned that. Namor the Submariner will be announced for a movie. And Resident Evil 3 Remake will win Game of the Year and piss everyone off.
What if everybody's happy about it? Does it count?
Probably not. So those are my extra ones.
Oh, I love
Those
it.
were great.
I did really like my Namor one, though.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that happens this year. That would have been pretty safe. I think he'll probably be in Black Panther.
Yeah.
And I can't wait.
Man, I'm just ready for the one of ours to all of a sudden be announced.
I'm keeping all of mine.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to keep them all on here so I can laugh. But
yeah,
yes,
separate document.
I'm just going to move it down to the bottom of my notes.
The last thing we got to talk about is the What the Fanboy Awards.
Yeah, next week, baby.
So we're mixing it up a little bit. We're simplifying. Last year we basically did all the Oscar categories, and it was a lot.
It was long, and I feel like we didn't get to talk about as much as we wanted to
Yeah.
about some things because we had to keep moving.
So Luke's kind of simplified it for us. He did a good job. Thank you for.
Yeah, well done, sir.
So we got a
Nice
Anytime.
graphic on the top.
thank you.
Oh, that was hot.
Some game. Basically, it's
I am outreaching
favorite-
like a mofo. I
favorite
got
movie,
50 people
game,
that ordered.
or show.
Mhm.
Worst, in your opinion, movie, game, or show. Most disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a best performance
Mm-hmm.
and
Fandom movie.
fandom.
Favorite
movie.
fandom movie, and then we also have overrated and underrated.
Yeah, that's
movie.
right.
I actually, so when I was talking with people today, I showed a couple people the survey, and
Yeah.
underrated movie was probably the most popular. Like, oh, that's really good. Like, you don't really think about that.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a good category to have. So well done.
So you can find that on our social media.
I just
on
wanted
Twitter,
to be able to put Alita on the list somewhere.
But you can go
course.
to whatthefanboy.com. On the front page, there's a big header, that banner that says, vote here. So you can vote on the website.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it real easy. It takes like
5
minutes, depending on how hard you have to think about your movies.
Which one did I like more?
And we'll be discussing kind of the results, what you guys send in, and then kind of obviously what our own thoughts are as well.
It's gonna be a lot
Super
of
excited
fun.
for that.
Yep.
Any other final thoughts?
We
We don't have any. We don't have a fan box this week. I don't
Yeah.
think.
That's okay. We've been going.
We've gone long.
We're gonna be working on our next commentary here soon.
Yep.
Yes.
We're gonna watch Fan Four Stick.
Thank you all who
Yeah.
voted.
I'm really excited to watch that utter
We
piece of
saw that
garbage
one
again.
together in theaters.
Yeah.
That was so much fun. I'm really excited to watch it again.
I'm ready for that 1 year time jump in the third act. What?
So we'll record that and release that sometime.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout.
Yep. Gonna be good times.
Subscribe on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all those
Comment,
places.
like.
Yep. All the links are at whatthefanboy.com. If you need to find them, super easy. We have merch.
We do have
If you're
merch.
interested, I'm wearing a podcast shirt right now. Actually, can't see it because my computer. That was
Nice.
embarrassing.
He just tried for those
visual
you,
gags for the audio
For
listeners.
you audio listeners, he literally just flashed everyone. So
Yeah,
I
you
don't
missed
know.
out. You're gonna go to YouTube and you
Yeah.
can see my nips. No.
Timestamp 1 hour 35 minutes.
So yeah, no, it's
It's been
It's
real.
been
It's been
fun.
fun.
Yep.
We'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.